morning, everyone. My name is Karen Ellsworth. I am the treasurer of this congregation and a member of the board of directors. I see Val is, thank you, Val. Welcome to the worship service of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of South County. Before we begin, I need to tell you, in the unlikely event of an emergency, how to leave the building quickly. You can go out the way that you came in. You can exit behind the pulpit. You can exit down the hall and to the left. There's a ramp outside the Oneto room, but you should reserve that for people who need it and help them if you can. Recognizing that we all have different needs for safety, we are a mask-friendly congregation. If you see someone wearing a mask, please give them a little extra space and be mindful of touching. And if you aren't feeling well, even if it seems like just a little cough, please join us by Zoom. This is a sacred time in the week, so let's please turn off or silence all of our cell phones so we can just be present as we celebrate joys and sit in sadness in the fullness of our being. Whatever your economic situation, whatever your citizenship or immigration status, whatever pronouns you prefer, you are welcome here in this congregation of light-hearted individuals, dedicated to welcoming, loving, growing spiritually, and seeking justice. I'd like to invite the congregational greeters to rise so that everyone can see who you are. If you are a newcomer, we invite you to introduce yourself to one of these good people. They can answer any questions you have. And please fill out the yellow welcome card in your hymnal and put it in the collection basket during the offering. And if you are so inclined, please feel free to introduce yourself during the part of the service that we call Joys and Concerns. Newcomers on Zoom, I'd like to invite you to introduce yourselves to other participants, especially our dedicated virtual usher, Kat Lockwood. Before we get started, I have some quick announcements. This is from Rev Donnelly. Tomorrow evening at 6:30 here in the sanctuary, we'll be screening a free preview of the film Grains of Sand by Sarah Gross. It's a story about two artists working and aging on two different continents. One of those artists is the filmmaker's mother, Margot Campbell Gross, who was Rev Donnelly's very first UU minister in San Francisco. That's tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. here. This is from Russell Stokes. Next week, after the service, a few volunteers are needed to set up the stage for our concert at 3 p.m. Any helping hands will be appreciated. If you have any questions about that, you can ask Russ. This is from Betsy Dalton and Chris Johnson. The Jazz Afternoon fundraiser, Sunday, November 2nd, from 3 to 5 p.m. is going to have amazing music by local jazz musicians, and it's right here in the UUCSC sanctuary. You can buy tickets after the service today in the Oneto room from Betsy. You can buy tickets from Sarah in the office during the week, or you could buy tickets at the door. This announcement is from Lee Cowan. Wonder Revels of Samhain next Sunday, we will have an outside celebration to honor the change of season. Please bring pre-cut veggies for our stone soup. That's next Sunday, November 2nd, outside at the end of the service. And It's Joyce Perth's birthday today. Celebrate her.
And I am Cathy Swink. I'm the worship associate for today, helping out. I'm so glad to have Atwater and Donnelly here today. Aubrey, Atwater, and Elwood Donnelly, longtime musicians and dancers from Warren, Rhode Island, present American folk music with unique vocals, guitar, dulcimer, Irish whistle, harmonica, banjo, and more. Aubrey and Elwood have appeared in worship spaces throughout the United States for many years and present compelling services with music, readings, and reflections. Aubrey is also a longtime therapeutic musician at Hasbro Children's Hospital and helps lead a bereavement group at the Barrington Congregational Church. For 15 years, Elwood and Aubrey hosted a spiritual gathering called Church in the Barn at their 18th century farm in Foster, Rhode Island, a community experience that they will forever treasure. And for many years, they were part of a theological action and contemplation group in Providence. Married since 1989, Aubrey and Elwood have performed widely in the United States and beyond, and have produced 14 albums and 9 books. They enjoy learning, growing, and expanding their theological and spiritual understanding when they create their unique services. Someone from the First Unitarian in Providence wrote a poem about them, the folk singers, and a part of that is, "To those who deny the human spirit, I give you these chroniclers of its joys and sorrows, light and dark, hope and despair, and say that they have but liberated what is in us all. Their dancing notes say, here it is, humanity's real self. Look, isn't it wondrous?" So, I forgot, there's one more announcement. Our longtime member, Larry Calland, died a couple of weeks ago, and so Adria is still collecting funds for the leaf to honor him to go on our Tree of Life. So I think this is probably the last Sunday that she's going to be collecting, so if you want to give it to her in the form of check or cash, that works. All right, so let's go on with our chalice lighting.
We light our chalice this morning with these words written by Reverend Peter Donnelly, Minister of the Religious Society of Cathy. May this flame go up and remind us that our faith is good.
Every one of us can bring love to the world.
May this chalice burn with a clear flame as a symbol of our past.
Every one of us can find rest, joy, peace, and harmony in our hearts.
Through this flame, may the wisdom of ages speak to us and stay in us.
Every one of us can be a blessing to the world.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let us prepare our hearts and minds for worship together with some words from Pema Chodron, Every Single Moment. There is a story of a woman running away from tigers. She runs and runs, and the tigers are getting closer and closer. When she comes to the edge of a cliff, she sees some vines, so she climbs down and holds onto the vines. Looking down, she sees that there are tigers below her as well. She then notices a mouse gnawing away at the vine to which she is clinging. She She also sees a beautiful little bunch of strawberries close to her, growing out of a clump of grass. She looks up, she looks down, she looks at the mouse, then she takes a strawberry, puts it in her mouth, and enjoys it thoroughly. Tigers above, tigers below. This is the predicament that we are always in terms of our birth and death. Each moment is just what it is. It might be the only moment of our life. It might be the only strawberry we'll ever eat. We could get depressed about it, or we could appreciate it and delight in the preciousness of every single moment of our lives. What gives us joy? What forms does joy come in? What is joy? What is our responsibility to joy? Is joy part of our job as we navigate a complex world? Play, music, nature, silliness, singing, dancing, painting, sports, community gathering, comedy, conversation, animals, foodways, gardening, and so much more. I have sometimes thought that it was disloyal to feel joyful, disloyal to suffering and hardship, to the misery of others, and in that regard, I should therefore practice a kind of asceticism and deny joy. But instead, let's consider joy as our birthright, an essential part of being human and navigating suffering, as a ballast to positive action, a way to connect, build community, energize, bolster, that delight and love of beauty and love of life in the midst of our ever-present awareness of illness and mortality and hardship are actually partners to suffering, close allies, keys to hope, strength, and forbearance. One could even say joy is our obligation, our gratitude, that it is not enough to just survive or dwell, no matter what the circumstances, that we deserve to thrive and be joyful.
Thank you, Aubrey. So now, rise if you're willing and able for the reciting of our covenant. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is its prayer. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. You may be seated.
And now it's time for all ages. Now, how many of you in this room are a kid? Who's a kid? And how many at some point in your life you were a kid? So that's pretty much everybody. All right, I have a question for the actual kids, which would be, are there any other kids out there that are kids? Okay. I want to hear what you have to say about this. How do you know something is there and exists if you can't see it?
Maybe if you can smell it.
If you can smell it, I like it. What else? Got some?
Yes.
What else? If you can see in the future, ooh, I like that.
I know if it's cold and I have my eyes closed because I can feel the air. Like the hairs on my arms.
You can hear the air, you can feel
You can
the
feel it on your skin.
skin.
You hear some things that you can't actually see.
All right, so this is a riddle. You all know what a riddle is. It's kind of like a trick question. In this case, this is a whole song that's about something, and the idea is to listen to it and figure out what this is about. and this could be a longer discussion on faith. And when you think you know what the answer is, come right up here, or maybe Elwood, you could migrate a little bit through the crowd in case it's a little too hard. But some folks can come up, like the kids can come up to me and tell me what your guess is. Here is the chorus. I have a little secret, but it's for you to tell. And so I'll raise it to my lips and bid it fare thee well. And if you see it passing, then catch it if you can. And only you and I will understand. First set of clues. My parents do not know it, but it's not far away. For in the woods beside my house, my secret comes to play. She grabs me by the shirt tails and bids me come and go. But where she comes from, I will never know.
All together, I have a little secret.
I have a little secret,
But it's for you to tell.
but it's for you to
So I raise it to my lips.
And so I'll raise it to my lips and bid it fare thee well. But if you see it passing, then catch it if you can.
Only you and I.
And only you and I will understand. Alright, so here's the best set of clues. And the idea here is that after you listen to this, come tell me what you think it is. And maybe Elwood, you could sort of circulate through the grown-up kids and see if they know. She can whistle, but she cannot talk, so you hear she's passing by. And sometimes she can cause a tear, but then she'll dry your eyes. And when I go to sleep at night and all my prayers are said, she raps upon the window pane and whispers round my head. Alright, you think you know what it is? I have a little secret, but it's for you to tell.
So I raise it
And
to my
so
lips.
I'll raise it to my lips and bid it fare thee well. But if you see it passing, then catch it if you can.
Only you and I.
And only you and I will understand.
Raise your hand out there if you know what it is out there.
You got it. Both of you got the answer, yeah. Well, sometimes she's a stranger and she bangs upon my door. That's okay. But then she climbs the chimney top and sweeps down to the floor. I ask her where she's going. She says she never knows. To tell some other secrets, I suppose. Now this concept has been personified, and some of you will learn that around maybe 5th grade. That's when we make something seem like a person, but it's really not about a person, is it? You got it. Anybody else have the answer? You got it? Let's do the chorus one last time. I have a little secret, but it's for you to tell. And so I'll raise it to my lips and bid it fare thee well. And if you see it passing, then catch it if you can. And only you and I will understand. And what was it, everybody? The wind. The wind. Isn't that lovely?
When you whistle.
Yeah. I knew that when it said whistle. Hey friends, it's time to go downstairs.
Okay, now it's time for the children to go down to their classes. So we're going to sing them out.
To me, our friend.
Joy on the front lines. Lately, I've been thinking about joy on the front lines. One of the roles Elwood and I have is bringing joy in the form of music and dance and a kind of transcendence, hopefully, to folks in many settings like concerts and festivals, funerals and weddings, hospitals, parties, dances, nursing homes, classes, Zoom programs, and more. I've worked at Hasbro Children's Hospital for many years as a therapeutic musician in some of the most tender and delicate settings imaginable, including the ICU and the emergency department. This story took place several years ago at the Tomorrow Fund Clinic for Pediatric Cancer and Blood Disorders. He's been dropped off in the playroom. He's 5. His mother and sister go with the nurse to get the IV started. I ask him, "Would you like to open the case and take the banjo out for me? Would you like to help me unpack the other instruments?" Yes. He eagerly unzips the case and looks in, then tries the toy xylophone for a moment. We start to sing Down by the Bay, and he shakes his colorful fruit maracas, a banana and an avocado. We laugh at one of the punchlines. "Did you ever see a moose kissing a goose?" And then, suddenly, he is glum, slouching. A single tear rolls down his cheek. "See out there," I say, pointing to the window into the clinic. "You can see your mother and sister. They're right there. Go on out and see them. It's okay, honey." And he goes. In 5 minutes, they're all back. His sister stands on her wheeled chemo IV base, riding it around almost like a skateboard. His mother sits in the comfortable chair. We sing Old MacDonald. He hops happily on one foot and tells me that on this farm they had some fun. And I ask, "What does fun say?" And we sing Yahoo and Yippee. And then we sing Wake Up You Sleepyheads, where we all pretend to fall asleep mid-song, and he laughs and laughs. And the whole time I'm thinking, we can't always fix these things, not even the best doctors. We don't know how it will go with the sister, but we can be present. We can sit with the family and not be afraid of the waiting and suffering. It might turn out well, it might not. We can sing songs and try instruments and talk about music and be in it together. And maybe when this child is older, no matter how it played out, he'll remember he was not alone. He was loved, and he had some fun.
So this congregation is supported completely by the gifts of our members and friends. So at this time, the offering will be collected. Thank you.
And we'll sing a Scottish lullaby that was collected in Kentucky in 1938. And your job is to hum. Hush, the waves are rolling in, white with foam, white with foam. Father toils amid the din, while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the rain sweeps o'er the fields. See the fall, the gentle mist. Mother brings the washing in while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the rain sweeps through the trees. Feel the breeze, gentle wind. Sister goes to see the sheep while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the clouds drift o'er the hills. See them glide, floating by. Brother goes to seek the cows while baby sleeps at home. Hush, the waves are rolling in, white with foam, white with foam. Father toils amid the din, while baby sleeps at home.
Thank you, V, and thank all of you for your gifts of treasure and time and talent. Thank you. We promise to use these wisely and well.
We each share in grief and good fortune almost often simultaneously. Author Kimberly Newton Fusco captured this thought with brevity and clarity. In the midst of loss, we are forever changed. Not so much in the losing, but in the gaining of our community. A much larger, deeper love than we could have imagined. She finishes with, lots of pain in life, lots more joy. You got to find a way to stand through both.
got to stand up for this next one. How many of you shop at Job Lot? Raise your hand. I was in Vermont yesterday and I saw a Job Lot in Vermont. An Ocean State Job Lot, and whenever I see them in other states, I want to say, "You're welcome." You know, you can't quite go to Job Lot with a list, because you don't quite know what they're going to have. But isn't it amazing how much you didn't know you needed until you get to Job Lot? I think it's a magical place, and magical for a lot of reasons. Do you know about their nonprofit foundation, their 501c3? I think the latest figure was, over the years, have created $38 million of aid locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. They're always doing something. So if you are a Job Lot enthusiast and didn't quite know that, take note of what they're asking for donations for every time you go. They do a lot of quiet, hard work and activism, especially right now because of all the cuts. So I just wanted to put in a vote for Job Lot. We live within walking distance. I think Cathy mentioned we've come from a faraway land this morning. We've come from Warren. Talk about bridges. There's a lot of bridges. And we can walk to Job Lot. And during the pandemic, remember that time? Elwood and I were just together a lot, and he went to Job Lot one day, and you know, you can get some pretty outlandish things there. He came home with a map of the world, and he tacked it on the kitchen wall, and he handed me a dart, and he said, "Wherever this lands will go when the pandemic is over." So we spent 2 weeks behind the fridge. No. Okay, that part's not totally a true story.
Least expensive vacation ever.
And we'll sing you a song that I know Johnny Rodriguez really loves. This is called The Coxswain, and it is one that Elwood wrote about 6 years ago, and I just have to retune. I am playing a mountain dulcimer, in case you're wondering what this is. And that flute-like instrument I was playing is the Irish whistle. I knew I was going to do that. I'll just play 3. Sometimes you just know. Okay.
I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget. And though you know your way, I am your safety net. It's time you learn to wake up the ghost in you. We are the ones who believe the most in you. Rally round, muster up, and set for relief. There is a time to live, there is a time to die. There is a time to dance, and a time to cry. I always try and find a little grain of peace, and let my feelings show, and let my love ourselves. That ghost we liberate will outlive ourselves. Float away, let the gossip take over for a while. I am the rolling stone, I am the lock and chain, I am the boat you row that brings you home again. I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget, and though you know your way, I am your safety net.
The Joy of Small Talk by Tish Harrison. This epidemic of loathing has no easy fix, but the road back to sanity and decency begins with quiet daily practices that rebuild social trust. One of them is simple chit-chatting with people we encounter in daily life, exchanging thoughts about the weather or health or family, the signposts of our common humanity. All of us are complex beings with bodies that get sick, favorite foods and movies, and common experiences and problems. We are more than the sum of our political and religious beliefs. Casual, non-threatening conversation enables us to see one another as three-dimensional and makes us feel less isolated. Small talk alone will not heal the deep divisions in our society, but it is the first baby steps of learning to live together across differences. I'll take that. We will sing a song that I learned years ago from a minister in upstate New York named Glenn McClure. And you're going to have a bunch of parts, so get ready. At one point, I'm going to ask about 1/3 of the congregation to sing one part, about another third to sing another, and another third to sing another. You're going to be astonished and amazed by yourselves. And I'm going to stand for this. It's called Part of the Rainbow.
I'm gonna like it already.
Here's the first part. Rainbow, rainbow, can I be? Sing that.
Rainbow, rainbow, can I be?
Blue as the deep blue sea. Sing it.
Blue as the
And put it together. Rainbow, rainbow, can I be? Blue as the deep blue sea. And then this part will come around every time as well. Blue is different, blue is beautiful. Look, look, I'm part of the rainbow. Look, look, I fly up so high. Look, practicing joy. To use words from the Dalai Lama, how do we maintain warmheartedness? How do we cultivate peace of mind? How can we claim joy and take good care of ourselves in wise selfishness? Is joy a form of rest? Is it contagious? Parker Palmer, teacher, author, and founder of the Center for Courage and Renewal, asks, how do we encourage seeing beauty everywhere, not only in nature, but in human nature? Becoming keenly and consistently aware of what's good, true, beautiful, and life-giving around us and within us demands a discipline. We must open our eyes, minds, and hearts and keep them open. And the late poet Mary Oliver once wondered, how can we instruct ourselves over and over in joy? There's a lot of bad news out there, but there's a lot of good news as well. How do we nurture hope and keep it alive? Earlier this year, I read the fascinating and deeply relevant 2016 publication, The Book of Joy, which recounts a historical conversation between two dear friends, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu. They talk about practicing joy in the face of the distressing realities of human suffering and other obstacles, that joy becomes a byproduct when we practice the 8 pillars of joy: perspective, humility, humor, acceptance, forgiveness, gratitude, compassion, and generosity. We will sing another wonderful song from another New Yorker, Ruth Pelham, called The Turning of the World. Elwood, do you mind getting that, just so I can make sure I follow the right words? The lyrics are in your bulletins. We're going to do turning, loving, healing, and dreaming. That's what we're doing. It's good to know ahead of time. Let us sing this song for the turning of the world, that we may turn as one. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our turning. With every voice, with every song, echo of our feeling.
With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. And our lives feel the echo of our feeling. Let us sing this song for the dreaming of the world, that we may dream as one. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our dreaming. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our dreaming. And our lives will feel the echo of our dreaming. What is it? Turn it over. And our lives will feel the echo of our dreaming. One more turning. And our lives will feel the echo of our turning. Oh, I don't know what happened to it. Isn't that a nice song? All right, we are running a little late, but we're starting to be done. I just wanted to make sure you know that. Joy as a ballast to action. To what and to whom are we in service? How do we spark the change and progress we want? To paraphrase the late civil rights activist and Representative John Lewis, how do we get in good and necessary trouble? Is joy a ballast to action? Speak, discuss, delight, revel, enjoy, challenge, build, write, call, march, donate, read, protect, think, struggle, campaign, vote, travel, be an ally, feed, dance, laugh, cry, sing, rest, have fun. I'll conclude with two quotes, first from abolitionist minister Theodore Parker. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And from Jewish ethical teachings, do not be daunted by the enormity of the world's grief. Do justly now, love mercy now, walk humbly now. You are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. We have one more song before we close. Another song that Elwood wrote. And it poses the question, what will you do with the rest of your life? And by the way, thank you for having us here. It's our absolute pleasure to be here.
belong to the Unitarian Church in Providence and also the Union Church in Berea, Kentucky. We're double church members and very much interested in the social justice and activism of these church communities. D sharp. We do that all the time. You know how there's just some things you're never really going to learn in this lifetime? That's one of them. Try again. 1, 2, 3, go. We're in.
What will you do with the rest of your life? Asked her mother and asked my wife. First one smiled and the second one said, let's talk about this when we're in bed. All these days we've had time to play. Once gone by, we've made time to play. What to do with the rest of our lives? My mother-in-law just wants to write, read some books and sleep at night. And Aubrey'd like to have some rest, not the days when she's blessed. Like grow some flowers, plant some more next year. Sing some songs, hold her husband near. What to do with the rest of our lives? Other ones have tried to lead the way. Only you have words that can convey my view. Now I'll turn that love on you. Every day, every way I can. That's what I'll do with the rest of my life. Other ones have tried to lead the way. Only you have words that can convey my view. Now I'll turn that love on you. Every day, every way I can. That's what I'll do with the rest of my life. What to do with the rest of our lives? What to do with the rest of our lives?
Here's your part.
You are the church, and so am I. We carry church around us, with us, and in us. It's your faith, the one you've been working on since childhood, perhaps even before you were born. Every one of us has a right to the kingdom without needing to jump through fire created by others. Each of us has the right to feel comfortable with our faith, and each of us deserves to be happy. Providence Unitarian minister and friend, the late Tom Aubrey, ended his services for many years with this Buddhist proverb and other thoughts. May God walk between you and the harm and all the empty places you must go. In the evening of life, you will be judged by love. May all beings be happy.
Please join me in the extinguishing of the chalice. We extinguish this chalice, but not out of sight, that we take with us out into the world, sharing it with those we encounter on our journey. And now let's form our closing circle. Holding hands if you feel willing and able to do that, or respecting others' choice not to.
Nancy and everybody, I'm going to close this. I'm going to log off here.
Yeah,
Not
we can't talk to each other anyway, so we're all gone. Bye.